Record.
Random.
This meeting is being recorded.
It's being recorded, guys, so I've warned you. And now I'll share the pictures, the bid pictures. Here they are.
Random
Okay,
brings luck.
Sorry?
Random brings luck.
Yeah, random is lucky. So,
Yes.
okay, it's about bureaucracy, today's story. So tell us the story, Andre.
Okay. Well, to have success in life, first we have to we have to dress nice. So the
Dress
guy
nicely.
on
Dress nicely.
dress
Yeah,
nice.
verb. Nicely.
Dress nicely. Yes, it's an adverb. So the guy on the left has a hat which he can take from his head and greet, so he can be polite in gesture and in words. So he tries his luck to resolve an issue. He has also a map under his left arm, and he greets a man standing in front of a door.
Good. Yeah, or behind. Okay, the first guy. Yeah, the man, the
Yes,
doorman.
yes,
Then
yes.
you could say the doorman. The doorman.
Doorman.
Good. Keep going.
Yes. He reads the number on the door and sees it's a perfect cube, so he thinks he will be lucky.
Good. Yeah.
So he knocks on the door, and somebody behind the door answers it, and now he's at the desk and ask where to find, let's say, Mr. M.
Okay, Mr. M. Yeah, he's looking for Mr. M.
Yes. He also sees on the left side on a table. He can choose every direction, and every direction shows this time not to Rome but to Mr. M office.
Okay.
The next, let's say, the trip to his adventure meets now a young lady who uses an old-fashioned typewriter.
Good. Yeah, typewriter. Excellent.
Yes, and now he sees his way to Mr. M.
He finds his way.
He finds his way to Mr. M.
Good. Is this Mr. M?
It's not Mr. M because Mr. M is on holiday. So he goes to Mr. Luckett. Maybe this is the right pronunciation.
Maybe.
Well, he finds Mr. Luckett. He thinks he finds Mr. Luckett, but an angry man with eyeglasses shows
glasses.
him
with glasses. We don't say
with glasses.
Yeah, with glasses.
With glasses. Shouts at him. Shouts at him. I said shows him.
Oh, okay. Shows him.
Shows him. Okay. Shouts at him and shows him the place where he is Ingrid Expedition.
Okay.
So not the right way. The right way is a very busy way where people are standing in a queue.
Queue.
That one's just
pronounced. It rhymes with who. Who
in a queue. Yes, in a queue.
Good. And he's looking smaller.
Yes, he looks smaller. Well, at first he was a very important man, or so he feels.
Yeah.
But
he's tall, in fact.
yes. But now he's more ordinary than other ordinary people.
Good.
At the finish of his journey.
At the end of his journey, not at the finish. At the end of his journey.
At the end of the of his journey. At the end of his journey. To bring his dreams in reality, he must climb.
To make his dreams come true. Yeah.
To make his dreams come true, he must climb a desk and hand his letter, that, let's say, to the man on the other side of the desk.
Good. And what does he stamp on his document? What do you think that means? I don't know. It's not English, but what do you think it means?
That's not English, but it seems like a Latin word, so we can say it's not approved.
Not approved, exactly. Yes. I think you're right. Yeah, not approved, unapproved. Yeah, I totally agree. He's whatever he wanted to get done is not being approved.
Yes, it's maybe this word is Esperanto, so the universal language of the earth.
Yeah. You could say expired here, but expired isn't the same as, I think it says annulled, because I agree it's a Latin word, and we do say annulled. You know, if your marriage is annulled, then it's then you're divorced or something like that. It's cancelled.
Similar to Italian, Dave. Totally similar to Italian.
Yeah,
annullato.
Annullato.
So it's
cancelled. Yes, and in Romanian we say annullat.
This is it. It's God's language, and so we all know it. Yeah, but
yes, it could be. Yes,
I think it's 2 L's in English as well. I'm not sure about the spelling there, but I know it is used for some things. Annul a marriage. I have heard. I've only heard that though. Annul a marriage annulment. You know.
Yes, it sounds like nil.
Zero.
Yeah,
so perhaps it's related to nil, null. Yeah, absolutely. To these words that mean nothing. Or I agree. Okay, excellent, Andre. Really good for that story. Let's move on now.
The mystery story was resolved.
Yes, the mystery was resolved. Well, he didn't. It's not a happy ending, that story, but yeah, it has been resolved. Okay, Adrian, you were the second person I saw here, so I'm going to speak to you next. Are you listening, Adrian?
Yes, I'm.
Excellent. Do you want to just do the next picture, or do you want to choose one? It's up to you.
Let's do the next one.
Yeah. Okay. It's quite similar, this one. It's also bureaucracy.
Can you give me a second? I don't know why the camera isn't working.
It's okay.
Second.
Okay, perhaps Stefano then you can jump in. Why not?
If you want, no problem.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
It's okay.
Do you want to do a picture, or do you want? You're back, Adrian. Yeah, you're back. Go on, jump in then. Jump in.
Yes, it should be working now. I don't know why.
That's okay. It's okay.
Okay, let's do it without. So there are 2 men in the picture.
Two men. Be careful.
2 men. Sorry, 2 men in the picture, and one is taking up his hat.
Yeah, he's greeting him. I think you can often use this greet to say hello, to greet somebody.
He's greeting him, and then the other one is reading a paper.
Piece of paper.
Yes. Good. And the man stays friendly, and then shows the other man something in the hand, maybe a piece of paper or something.
Good.
But but he is unmoved, the second one.
Good.
And then he wonders what he is reading, and in the fourth picture he's getting louder.
Good. His voice is getting louder.
But it doesn't doesn't make any affection on the.
It doesn't have any effect on him. Yeah, have an effect on somebody.
So, an effect on something, yeah, on somebody, and now he is wondering why he is what is he reading, and still no reaction.
Good.
And then he's getting really angry and is shouting and knocking with his fist.
Banging with his fist. We often say banging his fist on the table. Banging his fist on the table. Yeah, to bang your...
On the table.
Good.
Very, very angry. And then comes a kind of policeman and drives him away.
Drags him away. Excellent. Drags somebody away. Yeah, drags him away.
Drags him away, but the other one is still reading as in the first picture.
Yeah, he hasn't even noticed. Yeah, yes. I don't think he's even noticed what has happened to the first guy. Yeah. Excellent. Well, keep going, because I think that was quite a short one. There wasn't so much in that one as the first one. Try this one.
Okay.
I think it's quite, well, slightly different. A happier ending this time, maybe.
Okay. So the man is introducing himself to another one who is reading a paper.
Okay, a newspaper, yeah, a newspaper.
And then he's showing something, some kind of writing, not to the other one.
Yeah, he's pointing at some writing on this document.
Yeah, but the other one is kind of there was something wrong with the paper, maybe. No, he don't want to have anything to do with this.
He doesn't want to have anything to do with this. Yeah, he doesn't want to have anything to do with this. Good, and I like the expression. It's good. And
then he went on and then is talking to the man, but he is not. Yeah, he is listening, but he is looking in another direction.
Yeah, he's looking in another direction. His arms are crossed, so he doesn't look interested.
Yeah.
What does he try doing in the sixth picture?
And in the sixth picture, he is begging the man. His arms are crossed and he is crossed or crossed?
Sorry, crossed. Yeah, sorry, that's for the last picture. Yeah, he is begging is great. He is begging.
Yeah. But there is still no reaction. And as the first man in the second, in the seventh picture, he is banging with his hands on the desk.
He's banging his fists on the table or on the desk. Yeah, he's banging his fists on the desk.
But somehow it makes him, I don't know, tired or something. He don't know what to do. In the eighth picture.
Here, I think he's starting to look a little bit, how do we say that? It looks like he looks...
little bit weird.
He's starting to feel weird. Good. Yeah, I agree. It's a weird sensation. How do you say when you feel like your head is spinning?
Dizzy.
Dizzy is correct. Well done. Good, Stefano. Yeah, dizzy. It means your head is spinning. And you can say that as well. He starts to feel like his head is spinning.
But then he has a good idea. He has a package of cigars or something. No?
Yes.
And he is presenting them to the man, and
he's showing them to the man.
And
also offering them to the man. Certainly, he is offering them to the man.
Yeah, he is offering the cigars to the man, and the man is taking them. And now he is happy because the man is signing not signing, but there was a
Stamping, yeah, his document.
stamping the document, and now it's a happy ending because he reached his goal. He reached.
Good. Yeah, he reached his goal. He got his document approved, maybe. I think approved was a good word that we had before. Yeah, maybe his document has been approved, his whatever it is, some kind of bureaucracy.
Yeah. So it's a happy end. Huh?
A happy ending, a happy
happy
ending. Yeah, a happy ending, we usually say. It's a happy ending, a happy ending. I don't know why, because I agree that end is a noun as well, but we usually say a happy ending to this film or a happy ending to this story. Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Yeah.
Everybody's happy. What do we call it when you give somebody something like a gift to get something?
It could be bribe.
A bribe, yes. I think he is bribing the bureaucrats. Yeah, and I think that this is very often how bureaucracy works.
Yeah, that's a good idea, no? Suddenly, no?
If you're living in that kind of system where there's a lot of bureaucracy, I think everybody understands that you have to pay to grease the wheels, yeah, to make things go faster and in your favor. So yeah, a nice story about bureaucracy there. That was really good. Fantastic, Adrian. Really, really good. Let's move on now to Stefano. So
hi, Dave.
You're still there, yeah? Good. What do you want to do today, Stefano? If you want to do something else, I never mind.
I wanted to tell you something and asking you a question.
Uh-huh.
Because, Dave, I've always had a dream, and now it's coming true, not really, because I wanted to teach English to some kids.
Yeah, okay. Excellent.
And I did already, I already did in the past when I was 17, 18 to a guy. And now this guy as a child.
And he says, I want you to teach my child
English.
Yes. Yeah? He liked your lessons.
Really. And so I should have started last week, but then he called off the lesson.
He called off the lesson, okay.
And I will start Saturday.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask a question because he's 10 years old, so really basic English. I wanted to ask this because it looks like it's simple. It sounds simple, but instead, not really, because the verb to have, so really simple. Okay. I found two ways of saying it in the present. And so, for example, I have a car. I've got a car.
Yeah, they're both correct, certainly.
Okay. But I found three ways of saying in question, negative, and negative question, and question interrogative negative. I don't know how to say in Italian, in English. So I found out that, for example, I haven't got a car. Okay. I don't have a car. But also, I haven't a car.
That one is old-fashioned, and it's a really good question. I haven't, and then noun. I read it in really old literature. I do, in things like Sherlock Holmes, something like that. Yeah, they'll say things like he hasn't the time, or he hasn't. I think it's more often when it's something non-intangible, but it doesn't have to be, he hasn't a brother or he hasn't a sister. I don't recommend that you use it nowadays. I don't recommend that you teach
better
that
I haven't got or I don't have.
Exactly. Much better. In the sense that that's what everybody says. Nobody says I haven't a brother. Nobody anymore. It's true that we used to many years ago. And I think, okay, we still do with certain nouns, like I haven't the time nor the money. Certain phrases you sometimes hear it like I have neither the time nor the money. Certainly you hear things like that, but that's more like I have neither rather than haven't.
Dave, I studied English in the 80s, and back then if you said I don't have, it was like a sin. I remember our teacher saying no, because have is an auxiliary verb, so it doesn't need to do. Absolutely no.
No, it's a main verb in I don't have. It's not an auxiliary verb. The don't is the auxiliary verb, and the have is the main verb.
But he used to say that have can be it's an auxiliary that doesn't need another auxiliary verb to make negative and interrogative.
I understand it's like a modal verb, yeah, where it's like can,
Yes.
can't, must, mustn't. But no, it's not. It's not. It's not a modal because we can see it's not a modal because it does change in the he form. Yeah, he has, she has, but I have, and so it's definitely not a modal. And although it's true that we did used to use it like that, I
That's
haven't,
why.
and then
That's
now.
why.
That's where the confusion has come from. But I'm really quite interested to compare haven't a, because there must be a noun coming after that. Haven't a compared to don't have a compared to haven't got a.
The frequency.
Yeah,
The frequency.
just to see the frequency in literature, and I think it will be, two will be much, do not have a, have, yeah, they're doing it all as have not and do not. They replace the contractions. Yeah, have not a should be very. Hold on, let's just change it again and have not got a. We don't really say have not got. Well, I suppose, yeah, you still can. Let's try. Yeah, do not have a is by far the biggest one. And have not a is down there with have not got a. I do think that, yeah, don't have is the best one rather than haven't got, although that's perfectly correct as well.
I will tell him to use don't have.
Don't teach him haven't. I even correct students when they say it, just because it's a mistake. It really is. When somebody says I haven't a brother, as far as I'm concerned, it's a mistake, just because nobody says it. Nobody says it at all. Whereas I haven't got a brother, okay, there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't have a brother is certainly 100% correct.
Okay. No, because I don't want to put too much of confusion in his head now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, indeed.
I don't want, because he is 10 years old. I don't want to say use don't have, use haven't got. No, it's not like this that you must introduce a little child.
I would stick with don't have, because I think that's the easiest one and the most common one. And the reason why I say it's the easiest is because it's functioning the same way as all the other verbs. Like, he doesn't go, he doesn't have, he doesn't play. You use that same auxiliary in all of them. And so I really recommend, focusing on that one more than anything, but telling them sometimes people say have got and haven't got.
Yes.
And it's another way, and it's more informal than the don't have. It is more kind of conversational, I suppose, but both are correct, certainly, but not the haven't. Yeah, avoid the haven't. And, you wouldn't make a question with a have. You wouldn't say, have you a car? Yeah, you wouldn't do that either. And if you could say haven't and then noun, I would expect you to be able to use it in a question form as well and say, have you a newspaper, or have you a brother? And of course we don't. You need
I don't know
do
if
you
my
have?
teacher, because my teacher was an English first language. She was born, I think, in England and raised in Italy, and her mother was British. And she was old already in the 80s, so maybe she was born in the 20s or something like this. So she was really great, really great. But I remember that she tolerated the question with have.
Really?
Yes.
That really surprises me.
Yes, maybe now I'm mistaken, because maybe have you got a car, not have you a car, but. For sure, never do you have a car. Never. Absolutely no. She didn't like to use the auxiliary do with have. Absolutely no.
Yeah, I find that so weird, especially if her mum was English. I really do, just because it's definitely don't have has been around for as long as
I think that she felt it like it sounded American rather than British.
Okay. Yeah, that really surprises me as well. I'm sure it's in both our languages. It's just such a basic verb, and yeah, of course, you need it all the time with I have and I don't have.
And if now I get my book of the 80s, where they are explaining the verb to have, there isn't don't have. There isn't.
I find that so weird. I really do.
There is haven't got.
You do read some strange things in grammar books sometimes where you think, what, really? It depends who you talk to. Of course, you do get different answers, sadly, to a lot of different questions, especially grammar questions. I think people are arguing about it over time, especially because there's two ways of doing it. You can either say that we should follow the rules and it should be done like this, or you can just describe how people actually do use the language. And of course, if we describe how people actually use the language, well, there are all sorts of weird things that we actually say which perhaps shouldn't be correct. And it's highly nuanced, I think, some questions about whether something is correct or incorrect. Even the first thing I corrected today about that dress nicely. I know that there are flat adverbs and that some people will just say dress nice. Yeah, he did good instead of he did well. A lot of people will say he did good.
Maybe like fast.
Yes, fast is a flat adverb, exactly. And I think, slow is another flat adverb as well. And that's why drive slow is actually okay. Wrong is another flat adverb. Yeah, when you think about it, wrong answer and he answered wrong. You can just use it as an adverb. And so, yeah, there are a lot of different complications. I know that even the idea about flat adverbs, it came about because grammarians said, no, there needs to be an ly at the end, but they weren't noticing that actually we've been using them without ly for a very long time. And so, yeah, I think all grammar questions are really quite nuanced and you can get very different answers from different people.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, it's difficult questions. And yeah, it's good that you're starting with a 10-year-old kid. So are you doing lots of pictures, that kind of thing? I think kids love the pictures.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know what to do really, because when I taught his father, he was 17 years old, so I didn't have any problem because his brain was totally developed. So
yeah, indeed, you can already watch. He can retell films and things like that.
I remember that I make the structure of the sentence to make him understand how to make affirmative sentence, interrogative sentence, no? And so he was happy because then he found it easy to make homework and
to do homework. To
do homework and exams.
Yeah, of course.
This is my way that I'm able to explain something to someone. I don't know how to handle a kid. I don't know. I don't know how. I will see what I can do.
I think a class of kids is hard. I was talking to my brother recently, and he still works in classrooms, and he was doing new classes like a supply teacher does. Yeah, where you just suddenly have a new class of kids, and he said it was a long day. It was a long time since he'd done anything like that, where you suddenly get new faces in each and every class.
Because his mother told me, please teach him the basis because he doesn't know the verb to be, the verb to have. So she wants a kind of lesson based on syntax, no, something like this. So
it's the right way. I think that's the right way. I think when you're doing your tenses, it's always positives, negatives, questions.
This is my idea.
It's the right way. I think it's the right way. It means they can form the sentences in their head.
Maybe it will feel my lesson so boring. It will take
Well, I think whenever they're finding it boring, you can always make it a bit more interesting with a little picture. I've got loads of spot the differences and things like that. You've got these pictures as well. They're not bad. I know it will be hard for a 10-year-old. I realize that. And it would be perhaps better to use things like, I can actually show you, being honest, I've got like pictures I'll send them to you. I'll say if you put your email on the in the Grammar Shed, and I'll send you a load of pictures that are good for youngsters anyway. I've got just
thank you, Dave. Thank you so much.
Things like spot the differences. I think they're great, and they like doing them. They really do. But it just makes it saves a boring lesson. And of course, sometimes you've got to do the boring stuff. You've got to do the grammar or whatever. And it's a nice thing to kind of raise everybody's spirits anyway during the class. Okay, let's move on to, I think Nariman is waiting. Is it Nariman or is it Nar? Oh, I see Cecile as well.
Yeah, maybe it should be the next one.
Sorry, the sound's a little bit strange there. Say something again, Nariman. Are you there? Okay, Cecile. I see you. I can see you. You're here.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you, Dave. Hi, everybody.
So, what would you like to do today? Would you like to do a picture, or would you like to tell us about something or ask questions? I really don't mind.
I like the picture things because it challenges me a lot. So
Yeah, I
And
like doing these. I do them when I'm learning languages as well. I think they're great. So it's do you want one about bureaucracy or completely different topic? Because I
you
understand
know
we've
that
done.
that one is fine. I haven't done the bureaucracy thing,
Okay,
and it's not
okay,
that easy.
okay. So what can
Yeah.
you see here?
So a man is walking. We don't see any door, but it looks like he's entering. I have my imagination makes me think he's entering a room proudly.
Good.
He's maybe he's a bit vain. I'm not sure. Or happy. It's hard to say by his
Good.
face.
Yeah, he looks
Um,
arrogant. I agree. When you've got your nose in the air, I think we
yes,
often think, yeah, arrogant, like he thinks he's better, superior to everybody else.
yes, exactly. I was trying to find another word that I learned, but I can't remember that one. But arrogant would be a good synonym. Then he sit down on something that looks like his
Sits.
desk. He sits down
Good.
on something that looks like his desk, and he doesn't do anything. But we can see on the third picture that he may be waiting for a call. I'm not sure because we see the
Uh-huh.
telephone. We see the telephone, ancient kind of telephone waiting for something. But
Good. Yeah. Analog telephone.
yeah, okay. So and he's crossing his fingers. I don't know how we call that position. He's
Yeah. What do we call that? It's quite, we don't say crossing his fingers. We don't. He's
uh,
got his hands clasped together. That's it. To clasp your hands together. His hands are
uh,
clasped together. To
his
clasp.
hands are clasped together. And how
Good.
would you say that when you know two people are in love and you know
Oh, they're
when you're
holding
young
hands.
and
Yeah, they're holding hands. They're holding.
holding hand, even if it's like that, we say holding hands. If
Yeah,
it's like that,
yeah.
okay,
I
it's the
would say
same.
holding
Okay,
hands for any type of yeah.
okay. In French, we have different words for that.
Ah, okay,
Wonderful.
okay. It's
Okay.
romantic language. I understand.
Indeed, yes, yes, French is a lot
We just
romantic.
hold
Yes.
hands in England.
Okay,
Forming.
so he's holding his hands, waiting. Then on the fourth picture, ooh, I'm not sure. Oh,
What's he doing here?
I think he's cleaning his glasses.
Good, good.
On we don't see the telephone anymore. On the next picture, or maybe
Good vocab
he
here.
sneezed. We can
Maybe
see a
he has
handkerchief.
sneezed. Yeah, maybe he has sneezed.
Has sneezed. He may have
And how do we say it when
sneezed.
you get a handkerchief and you? How do we say that?
You blow your nose? Blow
Good.
your
I
nose?
think he's blowing his nose. Yeah, maybe he has sneezed though, and he's cleaning his nose. But yeah, he's
Yes.
blowing his nose, something like that.
With a handkerchief? Do we
Good.
still use that word?
Yeah,
We use.
handkerchief. I think when I was young, Mum always called it a hanky. That's what my mum called it, a hanky.
Okay.
But yeah, handkerchief. And you don't really pronounce the D in handkerchief. I don't hear a D when I say it. Handkerchief, handkerchief,
Handkerchief.
handkerchief.
And if it's one that you can throw in the dustbin, how do you
Okay,
call?
yeah. Tissue paper, really. Yeah, it's tissue
Tissue
paper.
paper, thank
Yeah,
you. Okay, I never
kitchen
know how to
towel
say that.
sometimes. Kitchen towel if it's from the one in the kitchen. Toilet paper if it's just toilet paper.
But tissue paper, that's the one I was
Yeah,
trying
a
to find
tissue.
out because handkerchief is not that
No, you're right. People
frequent
don't
as
use
in
hankies anymore, do they? We don't use hankies.
exactly.
Everyone has a tissue. But yeah, we would say a tissue. If somebody's crying as well, you might say, "Do you want a tissue?"
Yes, I need that word. Thank you. So that
What's he doing here?
he's not picking out. He's having a look at what
He is
went out.
inspecting. I don't know. I quite like
Is
inspect here. He's
yeah,
inspecting his handkerchief now to see what exactly is in there.
yeah. What went out of his nose,
Yeah.
and he may look a bit surprised, or maybe he's worried, but I don't know yet.
Okay, good.
And now there's something on his table. There's a paper, not a paper, but maybe it's the newspaper. We've been talking a bit before, but let's put that detail on the side at the moment.
Good. Put that detail to one side.
One side.
Yeah, put something to one side. You
So
can
let's
say
put that
put something
still.
aside as well, but let's put that aside for the moment. You can put something aside, but I think we usually say let's put that to one side for the moment. Yeah.
When you put something aside, maybe I put my pen aside, but if I want to put an idea aside,
Yeah, put
would I
an
say
idea to one side, definitely. I'm
one
going to put
side
this
in that
idea to
moment?
one side for the moment. Yeah.
So let's put that idea. Let's put that idea to one side at the moment. Then it looks
For
like
the
he's
moment.
clinging for the moment.
Yeah.
For the moment.
For the meanwhile, you can say as well, for the time being. Yeah, something like that. For the time being. Got a lot
That's
strange.
why I love those pictures. It's so common vocabulary that I don't get.
Yeah, I like them for the same reason. It's everyday English. It is.
Exactly. I learn more complicated things, and then when I have to go to the basics, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people say the same thing, and I know what you mean. You want to be able to describe simple pictures like this. Otherwise, you don't feel like you're fluent. You feel like you're struggling. And of course, they help.
Exactly. That happens when you learn it as a second language and when you're an adult. So the material that is being taught to you is advanced material, but you missed all the basics and the simple things. So that's why I like this picture. Then I don't know what he's doing because it looks like on the picture we on now that is cleaning again his glasses, but I see his glasses on him. So I'm not pretty sure what he's holding in his hands.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I thought he was cleaning his glasses again, but you're right. He's wearing his glasses. So yeah,
Yes.
strange.
So I'm not. Yeah. So maybe he has two pairs of glasses, as most of people have now.
Like most people have. Yeah. He has two pairs of glasses, as most people have now. Maybe then,
most people
actually, which most people have now. I think which would be he has two pairs of glasses, which most people have now. Yeah.
Which most people have now?
Yeah, which most people carry. Most people carry two pairs of glasses.
Yes, indeed. So maybe that's the reason he's cleaning another pair of glasses.
Good.
Then finally, we have that telephone ringing. He there's a name for that. He take the
receiver, yeah, the receiver.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And the thing that he's taking in your hand in the old telephone is a receiver?
Yeah, the receiver. We call it the receiver.
Okay. So he put the receiver on his ears?
Yeah, he put the receiver to his ear. I would say he puts it to his ear.
He put the receiver to his ear. And he's looking at the time at the same time.
Good. Excellent.
And it looks like he's leaving his desk because I guess he's in a queue.
I don't think he's in the queue. I think the queue is waiting.
The queue is, oh gosh, okay. It was so relaxing waiting for his call that now we have all that queue waiting for him. And he's leaving instead of opening the door and starting with the first people in line.
Yes, absolutely. Is this similar to your experience of bureaucracy? Have you ever had that where you're waiting for somebody and they go?
I don't know how to say that delicately, but maybe more in Europe than in North America where I do live now.
Really? Yeah, you think bureaucracy is worse in Europe, yeah, than North America?
I have that impression.
Yeah, I've never been to North America, but I get the impression that it's worse in Europe than in Britain. It's definitely worse in Russia than in Britain, definitely. And I remember, we did one of the stories earlier. It really reminded me of going when I had to get a temporary residency permit and going from place to place, migration center to another migration center. And it was very similar to all of these stories where you're waiting in a long queue. You don't know when they're going to open the door. And I think that they're actually doing like this guy. They're not doing much behind the door.
I exactly had that kind of experience when getting my papers to come in North America 20 years ago. So.
Okay. So yeah, it was also I've heard it's a lot of bureaucracy for for American visas. I've heard you have to, fill in a very long form. So I can imagine it's hard.
And that kind of queue also, it was in Paris, even if I'm Belgian, but I have that kind of memories or remembrance?
Memories. Yeah, I have memories of
Memories.
waiting in the queue.
Yes, exactly. And when it's the time, even if you've been waiting all morning for hours, if it's finished, well,
Yeah.
let's come back
Come back
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Come early
Yes.
tomorrow, so you're first in the queue. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I
wonderful.
think it can be a nightmare, certainly, the bureaucracy. I don't like it. And the reason why I actually think it's quite good here is it was very easy for me to start off my own business here. I mean, to get a unique tax reference number and work self-employed. It was a nightmare in Moscow. The process took a long time, and there was a lot of forms to fill in and all sorts of things. Whereas it was all done online here, and that made it a lot
Wow.
easier. I think it makes it very easy to pay your taxes as well and get self-employed. And so yeah, I don't usually praise the UK, but about bureaucracy, I think we're pretty good. Or some in some areas we're pretty good. Certainly for self-employment, it's made quite easy.
Wonderful. That's good to know.
Yes, yeah, indeed. So it's not a bad country to to set up a business in. It really isn't. I think it's the easiest one, definitely one of the easiest places to start your own business.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I think we'll stop there.
Thank
Unless
you.
Nari, oh, Nard, are you here, Nariman? Nariman? Is it Nariman? I'm
Yeah,
not stop.
hello.
Hello.
Yeah, right. Can you hear me clearly
I
now?
can now. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Much better.
Yeah, no. So, hi all. How are you doing? It's been a long time since our last conversation, isn't it?
It has been a long time. Yeah, I'm doing good. I've decided I'm going to make a bar behind me very soon. I'm going to make my own bar.
But
I've got some very nice wood from my kitchen surface from years ago when
wow.
we got new kitchen surface put in maybe 2 years ago, and I've still got these two pieces of wood, and I want to use it for the bar. And I'll get one of those beer pourers. You get like little toy beer pourers nowadays, and I'm going to have
Oh,
a bar behind me very soon. That's my
so
project for Christmas.
I see. So the next class will be with some beverages from your side, right?
Sorry, say that again.
The
So
next class will be with some beverages, right?
maybe, yeah, maybe not the next one, but definitely, I think Christmas time. I should get it finished about Christmas time, I hope.
Yeah.
But
Sounds
yeah,
really great.
it's going to be amazing. I'm really in a good mood about it. It's nice when you've got a new goal, a new project in front of you. So
I
what did you want to
see.
do today, Nariman? Do you want to do pictures, or did you have some questions, or did you want to retell something?
Well, to be honest, right now I'm outside my home, so it's better to do, I don't know, some casual conversation if you don't mind, you know?
You are a little bit muffled in the sound there, Nariman.
Ah,
It's quite hard to understand. Say that
I
again.
see, I see.
It is your recording equipment. It's not your pronunciation.
Yeah, it's my problem. I'm sorry then.
It's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, I
Try.
said maybe,
Go on.
yeah, I'm outside right now, you know?
Oh, okay. You're
So,
outside. Okay.
yeah, I'm just, go home from office, you know? I'm sorry for that sound then.
That's
Um,
okay.
better to do class next time then, you know, just,
Well, try one
uh,
picture. You're here and you've been waiting. I don't feel bad if you don't get
yeah,
any. Go on. You can do the next
okay.
picture if you want to, but if there's something else you wanted to do.
Well, let's do picture.
Yep.
So we can see there is some man who is uh goes somewhere
He's going
and
somewhere. He's driving somewhere.
going somewhere, and there is another pedestrian
Good.
whom he just had a lot of water, as we see.
So how do we say
Uh,
that? How could we say it? Which verb would we use here? And I'm thinking about
uh
that verb up there.
spell.
Sorry?
Isn't it? Spell.
I can't hear which word you're saying there.
Uh,
There is a word I'm
spell. I
thinking
say spell.
with
Yeah.
splash. Yeah, he splashes.
Splash.
The driver
I
splashes the pedestrian with mud. Yeah, to
Yeah.
splash somebody with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he splashes the pedestrian with mud.
Yeah, right. Kind of really a rude guy. We
Yes,
see,
yeah, bad mannered.
yeah, yeah. Next picture, there are now man who is also riding somewhere and he's on the bicycle, you know. So yeah, and he splashed some water on him too.
Good, excellent. He splashed him with mud as well. He
Yeah.
splashed him with water. Good.
Now, there old woman and he splashed water once again on her now. and
Good.
she's kind of really angry.
Yeah, she's
And
going to hit
I
him with the
guess-
umbrella.
Yeah, I guess she's spelling a lot of really rude words.
Yes, I
About
think she's
this one.
swearing. I agree. She's swearing. She's using profane language, even though she's a lovely old woman.
Yeah. Now we see there are a group of people now, and once again, this not gentleman splashing water once again.
Yeah, he's driven through the puddle. Remember, we say puddles for little.
Oh, yeah, right.
He drove through another puddle and splashed the pedestrians with
Yeah.
mud or with water.
Now we see there are a lot of people. You see some woman with her child, I guess. Some just girl also, and all of them are full of the dirt. You know, there are a lot of dirt on them.
They are covered in dirt, covered in or with dirt. Yeah, you hear
Yeah.
both. Covered in dirt, covered with dirt, or
Yeah.
covered with mud.
And now he just reached his destination. He reached the point where he was riding, actually.
Good.
And he's going outside and complaining to a, cleaner.
A street
So
cleaner,
cleaner
yeah,
about-
a street cleaner.
Yeah, street cleaner. About some, you see, a little dirt on the floor, not on the floor, but on the ground, you see. So, yeah, he's complaining a lot. He's swearing, etc. So, yeah,
Good. He's
Kind of,
swearing. He's angry.
yeah.
He's furious because what has the guy done?
uh,
And what is this called that he's got? The street cleaner. What's that he's got?
brochure.
Broom.
No,
We say
brochure.
broom, and you use the
Broom,
same
yeah.
for what witches, fly on. They fly on broomsticks, but broom is used for cleaning and it's used for sweeping. And so I would use that word here
To sweep. Oh,
to sweep. He starts shouting at the other man because he had swept some dirt on his shoe.
yeah, on his, yeah, right.
So
Yeah,
it's to sweep something on something like that. Sweep some dirt on his shoe.
yeah.
Excellent. Okay, brilliant. And yeah, I think that's all really we've got. Unless there are any other
Yeah,
words you can
thank
see
you very
there.
much.
That's
Yeah.
great. No, keep going. You can do another one because that was quite a quick one. Try the next one now with the cars, and I can hear you clearer now.
Yeah, I guess it's because I'm right now under some trees, Okay. We can see there are two gentlemen and
Two
one of them-
gentlemen. Remember, it's no S. Yeah, two gentlemen.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and one of them kind of advertising the car to another. So I guess one is salesman, and another is a customer.
Good. One's a salesman. One's a customer.
Yeah. Now, I guess it's not salesman. It's another guy. And
It's a different salesman, isn't it? This time.
yeah. And he's also kind of advertising another car now to
Good.
the same person. And I guess the person is still the customer is still kind of hesitating about, buying a car. And once again, now there another car and another salesman, and once again, our customer do not consider about buying a new car.
Yeah,
This
he's not
one?
convinced. Good. He's not convinced yet.
Yeah,
He's a tough customer.
yeah, right. Once again, the same pattern happens, and there are another salesman, and now he's kind of, trying to, take a close look and
Yeah, he's
And-
actually inside the
yeah.
car. Maybe he is
Yeah.
tempted to buy it. Yeah, maybe he is
Yeah,
tempted
yeah.
to be tempted.
he's
To do so.
he's kind of considering about buying this one car, I guess. But no, actually, he's outside once again, and there are another car once again, and yeah, he's still hesitating. They can't really, convince him to buy a car.
Good.
Yeah,
What's he
Now
doing
he-
in this picture?
he's outside, and I guess he has a, empty pocket.
Yeah, empty
Alright.
wallet, empty wallet,
Empty wallet, yeah. Empty wallet, and yeah, he's just going outside and going out. I
What do you
mean,
think this
from
means in Danish?
I guess it's kind of, you know, where pedestrian can go up. It is a way which show where pedestrian can cross the road, you know, the stop sign,
I think it's
isn't
a
it?
bus stop. I think it's a bus
Yeah,
stop. I just see
yeah,
I see
yeah.
stop there, and I decide, okay,
Ah,
bus stop, bus stop. Yeah, so I
maybe
think
bus stop, yeah,
he's going to get the bus
yeah,
home like me. He's not driving still. He's still not driving. Still no
yeah,
car.
yeah, yeah. So this guy gets one us for him, and actually buses are kind of comfortable to be honest. So yeah, he
It
made the
is.
right choice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, Metro, I think is fantastic. I really do. I
yeah,
think that
right.
certain forms of transport are brilliant. Do you remember
Yeah.
what we call this woman is pushing something in the background? Do you remember what we call that?
Um,
This thing.
if it's in my thoughts vocabulary, I'm trying to remember it. Not sure right now, to be honest.
Okay,
Babysitter, maybe.
not
No,
babysitter,
babysitter is
a person.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're a person. Usually a teenager is a babysitter usually. But
Mhm.
yeah, a pram we say for when the baby
Mhm.
sleeps in it. If it's one where the baby sleeps, in other words, for really young babies, we say a pram. But if it's a bigger one where they sit up, right, for toddlers, it's a buggy. Yeah, or stroller.
Yeah,
Sometimes they say
yeah,
stroller as well. But yeah,
yeah.
buggy for older children, for toddlers, and pram for babies.
You cover. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my
I'm
pleasure, guys.
really,
My pleasure.
yeah,
I think we'll
yeah,
stop it there for today, but really good. I'm glad everybody got a go as well. I think everybody's had a chance to speak. I'll let you know when there's another one coming up because I'll try to have at least one for everybody each week. I will try to, and I see that it's easier for people at the end of the day usually rather than at the start of the day, and so I'll try and do a few more at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, Thursday or Friday, that kind of thing. But I'll let you know. I'll send you an email as always. So make sure you get the emails. Yep.
yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess you're right about time because a lot of people are working. I guess.
Yeah, that's it. I think people prefer it
Yeah,
after the working day, and yeah,
yeah,
being honest, it works for me as well. Okay,
yeah.
brilliant.
Thank
Well,
you
I'll
very
see
much.
you all very soon then, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, whatever you get up to. Take it
Thank
easy.
you, Dave. Thank you for
Bye.
everything.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye for
My
now.
pleasure.
Bye.
My pleasure.
Bye.
See you soon. See you
Bye.
soon. See you next week.